What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look for this Capstone Friday. We're going to be looking at the JOptionPane, and it's a way to really enhance the user interface of your code. That might not be a big deal for a lot of you, but when you're trying to get bonus points and assignments, this can be huge in terms of usability. And it also just looks better. So we're going to get into the basic part of the program. And this is essentially what we've been doing all year. This is the same run-of-the-mill bread and butter. You use string name, initialize those to default values, import scanner. You know the hubbub, and you just enter your name. We'll write that Kevin. Number of entries that you'd like to make to win a car. Let's do 100, just because I'm a G. And so essentially, this is just the basic option of how you'd go about getting information from the user. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to show you, from what we feel, a better way to do it, or just a more, more enhanced way.
So we're going to take that same program that we just showed you above, and we're going to show you how to put it into JOptionPane. So first we're going to do the welcome to raffleprize.com, which is a JOptionPane.show message dialog. This will just be a pop-up box, and it will show you what the message is. So you're going to start with a parent component, which is null. You're going to type your message after the comma, which is welcome to raffleprize.com, and then you're going to type the title, which is going to show up on the top bar of the pop-up box. And then the JOptionPane.information message is just the type of message that JOptionPane is showing. Then we're going to take the next line and it's going to assign it to variable name, and you're going to do JOptionPane.show input dialog. Now this is going to be a scanner and like a pop-up box all in one, and it's going to assign the user input to the variable of name. So we're going to put, again, parent component as null, message as please enter your name, and the title, again, as raffleprize.com. So then when the user uses this, it's going to take the input from the user and put it into the variable of name. We're going to do the same thing for the next entry, except we're going to use intellij.parseInt to be able to take the number of entries that we'd like to make and put them into an integer variable, because JOptionPane only reads in string variables. So we do entries equals integer.parseInt, and then JOptionPane show input dialog again with, again, parent component of null, the message, please enter the number of entries you'd like to make to win a car, and the title. And again, this is an information message. And then when we'd like to display all the information that we've got, we do JOptionPane show message dialog again, same as the first line. And then we do, again, parent component null. We do press enter if the information below is correct with a new line. And then you print the name and the entries from your variables. And again, you're still doing the title of raffle prize, and it's still an information message.
So now we'll get into a little bit of the styling of JOptionPane. So I'm just going to show you guys how JOptionPane runs normally, what it looks like. So you see here we have black text, we have a gray background, we have a title here, the title that we put in when we call the message, and we'll just run through the program really quick. You type in a string for your name, and you type in the number of entries, 34, really want that car, and then it pops up. Alright, so up here, the top, we have the UI manager method, which will allow you to edit the way the JOptionPane looks. So UI manager.put, this looks like a normal string, but this string actually represents the elements of the JOptionPane that you want to change. So you saw initially we had a gray background. If you call optionpane.background new color UI resource, you can access a color RGB color palette that'll allow you to change the background. This will allow you to change the panel background. Right now the panel background is the same color as the OptionPane background, and you can also edit the OptionPane message foreground, which represents the text. So the first thing we'll do right here is we'll change the text to black. Alright, we'll run it, and we can see we have black text, we have a blue background, everything runs the same. We just put in a letter and a number, and we end the program. So the way the RGB color palette works, I'm sure mostly everyone knows, but we'll just change this to 255, and then we have more of a teal color. And as I said before, this is the panel and not the pane background. So let's see how that affects the way it pops up. So now we see where the panel is. The panel holds the text and the button inside of the JOptionPane, and the pane background is the blue part that encompasses the panel. So you run through, and it's consistent through all messages. Once you change it in the color resource, it'll change it for every pane in the program. And we'll send that back to normal, send it back to white. And that is one of the ways that you can change the color and styling of the JOptionPane. And also the parent component like represents where it pops up on the screen. And so there you have that.